All right, what's going on, big dogs? So we have some more news in the Dr. Disrespect ordeal going on right now. It is alleged that he apparently knew the age of the person and knew that the person was indeed a minor, and he was just totally okay with that. So Rolling Stone released an article yesterday titled "Dr. Disrespect Knowingly Sent Explicit Messages to a Minor," former Twitch employee says. Now, most of the article is just going over the situation and kind of getting everyone all cut up to speed, but the meat and potatoes of it really comes down at the end here. Now, before I get into reading this, I just want to make this very clear to anybody who's going to watch this and thinks that I'm just out here to try to make Dr. Disrespect look like the worst person in the world. First and foremost, I'm a huge fan of the doc. I loved watching his content, and I was a huge fan of his. Got me through a lot of tough times. He really did. His content, just being able to laugh through some stuff. It's awesome. It was great. Now, everything that is out right now is still allegations. Yes, he admitted that it was a minor and there was this other stuff going on, but we don't know really any of the details at all. Okay, so everything I'm about to read is just allegations. I'm just reading them and going to give my opinion on it. This isn't something where I'm trying to hop on this bandwagon of people who want to see him taken off the internet forever. I want to see more information just like everyone else does. And really all I'm trying to do is just update people on the situation as time goes on. So for all those of you who have been leaving legit paragraphs of messages in my comments about how I'm an awful, terrible person and that I deserve no success because I want Dr. Disrespect to fail and all this other stuff, it's not true. I don't want him to fail. I honestly hope to God that tomorrow, when he comes back from his vacation or whatever, he comes out and he's like, listen, here's the messages, here's all the stuff. Nothing was wrong. Everything was just BS. And the lawsuit was over wrongful termination, blah, 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 blah. I would love for that to happen. But as of right now, that hasn't happened. So I'm just trying to keep everyone updated on the situation. But with that out of the way, let's get started. So a former Twitch trust and safety employee who worked for the platform at the time of Beams, or Guy Beam, who's also known as Dr. Disrespect, was banned and has direct knowledge of the matter confirmed to by Rolling Stone that Beam continued to send sexually graphic messages to a minor he knew to be underage. This former employee, who requested anonymity to avoid jeopardizing their career, also said that crucial elements of Beam's latest defensive tweet are inaccurate. And the person goes on to state, I recall that Dr. Disrespect was made aware by the individual that they were underage during the conversation, after which he indicated that this was no problem and continued on, the former employee says. There was no confusion. Messages sent after this was acknowledged were no less graphic and in sexually explicit nature than before. And I think more than the categorization of leaning too much in the direction of being inappropriate might indicate. So basically what she's saying is when he said he was inappropriately talking or the conversation was just leaning towards inappropriate, she's basically saying that this conversation was apparently very inappropriate. Now, we don't know if there was photos. There is no evidence here, right? But this is just what's being reported. So allegedly he is sending very sexually explicit messages to a minor and a person that he apparently said it's no problem. There's no problem with this person being underage, which if that's the case, this is really, really bad for the doc. Again, I'm not going to stress this anymore, but again, this is all just allegations. We don't have everything out yet. So please keep that in mind. This isn't aha, we got him. This is let's wait. We need a little more information. Just updating you guys on the story. Anyways, yeah, this could be really bad for the doc. If he knew the age, if it comes out that he did indeed know the age and that he was totally just whatever, I'm going to keep sending this person inappropriate messages, then yes, that would be very bad. And he should probably be removed from all platforms. Because I said this in a previous video. It's not like he was 20 when this happened. He was 36. So even if this person is 17 years old, that still looks really gross. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't want that to be the case, but that would be really, really gross. And they continue on. The ex-Twitch employee has also provided Rolling Stone a more detailed account of internal conversations at Twitch following the report of Beam's messages and his subsequent ban. They say the details of Beam's case are coming out because of Connor's explosive tweet last week. Quote, Cody definitely got the ball rolling. Me and many of my former colleagues are only comfortable speaking up now because of it. Our priority is always the safety of the alleged victim and to keep their identity secret, they said, which I do agree with. I want to see the messages, but if the messages are going to come out, I would like to see that everything that the minor sent, or that this person, the alleged minor, sent, were able to hide their identity. I don't want the minor's identity to come forward, because this is a traumatizing thing. If this did happen, if this is the case and this is what happened, then yeah, you would want to protect the minor at all costs. You don't want to, you know, blast her name, because what would happen is her face would be plastered everywhere, all over people's thumbnails and everyone's videos. Like, that just wouldn't be good. And then everyone in the world is going to know that she had this experience with the doc. Like, that wouldn't be good for her, and that would be a lot of stress for her and her family, I think, because a lot of people are defending the doc very heavily, as I know. And I can't imagine what they would say to this girl if, like, this ended up being true and his career got ruined because of it. Now, again, allegations, but still, this is pretty tough stuff. If this is, like, to be believed, this is really tough stuff to listen to. Then they go on and say, when the initial report about Beam's alleged inappropriate messages came through in 2020, an investigation began. After viewing the contents of the whisper conversation, it quickly became clear the egregiousness of conduct and what actions Twitch must take, the former employee says. The decision to permanently terminate Beam was relatively quick due to the severity of the behavior. So with that being said, it's almost like they're straight up telling you that apparently Twitch, you know, they saw the messages and they were just like, yep, get him out of here. And they terminated him. And then obviously the lawsuit went through and all the, you know, we all know the rest of the story at this point. But yeah, apparently it was a very quick decision. Now, again, I can't stress this enough, guys. This is all allegations. And there is one more allegation here to kind of end the video on. So apparently some people are thinking that legal action is being taken against the doc right now, which in this article, like we read earlier, there might actually be some legal action being taken place against the doc. We don't know. All this stuff is being kept very hush-hush. Even for how much we've gotten, we still don't know a lot. So again, this is just another allegation, but I believe it was on Hassan Piker's stream just the other day that people were saying he was getting escorted out of his house by police, that Doc was in handcuffs being taken out. And we don't have any photos. We don't have any evidence of this. But if that is the case, maybe this is a lot worse than we thought. But until photos come out, until, you know, police reports come out and things like that, I'm not going to confirm that. I'm not going to be like, the doc's been arrested. Like, I'm not going to jump on that. I've already seen a couple videos about that and people being like, yep, he's arrested. He's done. He's in jail. Career over. Like, we don't know that. He did say he was going on vacation. Like, who knows? Maybe he is on vacation with his family right now and someone just happened to see someone who lived in Doc's neighborhood get arrested. Who knows? We don't know the situation. We don't know all the details yet. But I'm not going to show the clip of Hassan and them talking about it, but it really doesn't add any context. It's just them having a phone call and someone alleging that Doc has been arrested. It's really nothing too amazing or extreme. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little update video. If you did enjoy, remember, please do like, comment, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm sorry if I sound a little out of it today, like really dry or really like sick, because I've had the flu for the last couple of days. So sorry about that. Thanks for sticking it through for me until the end of the video. Thank you guys for your time. And until the next video, guys, Godspeed.